Great leaders are self-aware leaders. And sometimes in order to become more self-aware, we need to take some time out and reflect on our own behavior, have those gut check moments and say, hey, where am I really at? How am I actually doing? So today, I've got a leadership challenge for you. Take a few minutes and walk with me through a set of about 10 questions to evaluate how empowering you are as a leader. You ready? Here we go. So question number 1, what I'd like you to do is to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 of how empowering you are. Question number 1 is, do I believe in people? Do you believe in people? Do you feel like they are an organization's most appreciable asset? On a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable do you feel people are? Question number 2, do you feel that team leadership can accomplish more than individual leadership? Scale of 1 to 10, how effective do you think team leadership is versus individual leadership? Question number 3, do you look for potential leaders and quickly assimilate them into the organization? Or are you more looking at blocking those potential leaders or, trust but verify? How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Question number 4, do you desire to raise other people above your own leadership level? This one's a tough one, being able to empower someone to actually move up and go beyond where you are capable of going. 1 to 10, how well do you feel like you do that? Question number 5, do you invest time in developing people that have leadership potential? Growth is not an automatic process, and we as leaders need to be consistently working on developing those around us. So how are you doing? Scale of 1 to 10. Question number 6, do you enjoy watching other people get credit for something that you taught them? Or is it more important for you to get the credit? I know that's another gut check question. Scale of 1 to 10, do you actually enjoy watching other people get credit for something that you taught them? Question number 7, do you allow other people the freedom of personality and process? Or do you have to be in control? Scale of 1 to 10, how much in control do you need to be? Or can you allow people that flexibility and freedom of personality and process to do it their way? Question number 8, do you give your influence publicly to potential leaders as much as possible? Are you willing to lend your title, your credibility to someone else publicly so that they can be empowered? Scale of 1 to 10, how often do you do that? Question number 9, do you have a plan for others to take your present position? This is another gut check question. You may like where you're at, but as a leader, we are constantly working our way out of our current job. We should be creating space for people underneath us and training them, developing them so they can take our position so we can go on to take another. So scale of 1 to 10, do you have a plan to help others take your current position? Question number 10, final question. Do you have a hand? Do you hand the leadership baton off to a teammate and actually root for him or her? How good are you at actually cheering for and rooting for others when you hand off the baton to them? Scale of 1 to 10. So that's all the questions that I have for you today. Hopefully you've taken a few minutes to reflect and seen some areas that you can actually grow and improve in. I've included a link to this questionnaire for you so you can download it or share it and have some great empowering conversations with your team. I hope this served you well.